Day 19, Car Audio School.
Car Audio School. This school is to teach you how to do it yourself. Become a technician, become a shop manager, or once you gain an overall understanding of how all these things go together, maybe a shop owner. This is my online body of work, my resume, and this is all for entertainment and educational purposes only. So we're going to pick up from where we left off yesterday, and it was coaxial and component speakers that we were talking about. So we are going to delve into more detail about coaxial and component speakers, their different setups, and why someone might choose one over the other. I have to use my notes, and I can't wait to get actual glasses so I can see. But anyway, let's start with the more fundamental understanding of speakers. A high-fidelity sound system aims to reproduce a wide range of audio frequencies, typically from the lowest bass note to the highest tremble notes, ideally covering the human range of hearing, which is roughly 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. However, a single speaker element, often called a driver or a transducer, is generally not capable of efficiently and accurately reproducing this entire spectrum. This is why most good sounding systems utilize multiple speakers, each optimized for a specific frequency range. So we're going to go deeper detail about coaxial speakers. So as I mentioned before, a coaxial speaker integrates multiple drivers, typically a tweeter for high frequencies mounted within the same structure as a woofer or a low to mid frequency. The term coaxial implies the acoustic center of the different drivers. The term coaxial implies that the acoustic centers of the different drivers are aligned or very closely to each other. So it just means that they're sitting one on top of the other, like cones, how you can sit one right on top of the other. Usage and different setups. Coaxial speakers are very common in car audio systems as factory replacements or upgrades due to their ease of installation and space-saving design. They can also be found in some home setups, particularly in smaller or more budget-conscious systems. They essentially offer a full range of sound from a single mounting location. If factory speakers have built-in filters, inductors or capacitors, crossovers, or are part of a system where the crossover occurs at the source unit or a factory amplifier, a coaxial speaker can often be a straightforward replacement. So just like we were talking about yesterday, it's either going to have the crossover built into the speaker, the coaxial speaker, or it's going to have a separate crossover unit closer to the amplifier or closer to the radio if you're just going directly off of the radio to the speaker. Reasons for choosing coaxial speakers. Ease of installation, requiring only a single mounting point and set of wires connecting the coaxial speaker, and simpler to install compared to a component system, which has multiple parts. This is a significant advantage in car audio, where installation complexity can increase the cost and time. Space efficiency. By combining multiple drivers into one unit, coaxial speakers fit into the existing speaker location in many vehicles without requiring modifications. Sometimes. This is crucial in environments where there's limited space. Cost effectiveness. Generally, a good pair of coaxial speakers can be more affordable than a comparable quality component system, as the manufacturing and integration is streamlined. And then decent full range sound, that's important. While not always offering the ultimate in sound quality, well-designed coaxial speakers can provide a significant improvement over a basic factory speaker and delivering a balanced audio experience. All right, so now let's get into component speakers in greater detail. Component speakers, on the other hand, separate the individual drivers, typically a woofer, a tweeter, and sometimes a dedicated mid-range driver, into a physical unit. This separation allows for more optimal placement of each driver within the listening environment. So it's really just saying that you can take one speaker, stick it in the pillar. It's called the A pillar. So the pillars go the front frame going up the vehicle. On the driver's side, that pillar where the windshield attached to, those are called the A pillar. The ones behind the seats, or the attached to the rear doors, that is the B pillar. And then the ones on the back windshield, that's called the C pillar. So on the A pillar, you'll usually have a tweeter, and then inside of the door, you'll usually have the woofer, or the mid and the low, and then the high on the actual pillar. Using different setups. So component systems are favored in high-end car audio systems and home audio systems where the sound quality, image, shaping of the sound, and the staging are critical. In car audio, the woofers are often placed in the doors, while the tweeters might be mounted higher up on the door panels, in the A pillars, or even in the dashboard. So that's what I missed. You can actually put them in the dashboard too. And then a lot of the times on the actual car door, you'll have a tweeter sitting right. It's usually a triangle sitting off in a corner, and then have the woofer down in the door. In A pillars, or even in the dashboard, aiming towards the listener for better high frequency dispersion and a more realistic sound stage. Component systems almost always include an external crossover network, which are electronic circuits, either passive or active. We'll talk about that later. That divide the audio signal into different frequency bands and direct them to the appropriate drivers. Excuse me. 9 minutes. Pre-engineered passive crossovers come with component sets, component speakers, and are divided into frequencies and perform some frequency response shaping. For more advanced setups, active crossovers can be used to separate amplifiers for each driver, offering greater control over frequency points, slopes, and equalization. Reasons for choosing component speakers: superior sound quality. Separating drivers allows each to operate more efficiently with the optimal frequency range without the physical constraints of a coaxial design. This can result in clearer highs, more detailed mid-range, and punchier bass. Improved sound staging and imaging. The ability to position a tweeter and woofer independently allows for a wider range, a wider and more accurate soundstage. The perceived width, depth, and height of the musical performance, and better imaging. Imaging just means how your ear hears it. So it's the difference of someone like being at an actual concert and a better way to say it, watching a concert on television. If your sound staging is correct, you can position the speakers to be immersed in the sound, meaning it feels like you're actually at the concert, sitting right there. So the highs are clear, the lows are clear, the mid bass is clear, the bass is clear, and you can I have a better way to explain it yet, I'll be honest with you. But that's pretty much what staging is like. It's also staging is the positioning of instruments within the song, so you can hear the bass low. We'll say the hi-hat in this ear. You'll hear a vocal in this ear, and you can hear things pan back and forth. Just instrument placement. I have to show you a visual because I don't know how to verbally explain that. Improvised sound staging and imaging, the ability to position a tweeter or woofer. Okay, we did that one. Greater control and flexibility. Component systems, especially when used with active crossovers, offer more flexibility in tuning in the audio system to the vehicle's acoustics. That's how tinny or how, I'll say thick, a vehicle is, but the better the padding you have in a vehicle will lower the overall road noise that you'll hear in the vehicle, in turn at least making it feel like you have better sound in the vehicle. So that's why a like a Mercedes will come heavily padded and you won't hear the road noise. Well, the overall floor of the noise that you would hear in a vehicle just with the radio off will be very quiet, which means the speakers can perform, well, not necessarily perform better, but you can actually hear them now. And you're not hearing all the road noise drowning out, all the sounds. And then potential for higher power handling. Often the individual drivers and component systems are built with higher quality materials and can handle more power than comparable coaxial speakers. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we will elaborate on speaker sizes and the material, because I do feel I got at least what I wanted to say out about coaxial and component speakers. So yeah, we'll dive into that tomorrow. Visit the YouTube pages, Nimbus Electronics and Sound, and I am Sleepy Digital. Also on Instagram. I know I'm going to post this to Instagram later, but definitely Instagram. Tip your technicians, because they are severely taken advantage of out here in these streets. And donate to the cause. We need Mitchell One, we need Direct Tech, and we need All Data, because once we get on YouTube streaming, we're going to be answering questions. If you have any tech work that needs to be done in the Phoenix area, hit me up. I am available to take care of and fix whatever. So thank you. See you tomorrow.